hiring the right talent can make the difference between success and failure in your organization and with your patients and clients. I believe that effective interviewing is both an art and a science. And today we're going to focus a lot on scientifically looking at the evidence that tells us how to best hire people. CAR is a model. It's an acronym for Circumstance, Action, Result. And I really believe that it can help you organize the data that you're collecting as you interview and hire and help you make a more systematic decision. So let's say you're hiring for a position that requires decision making. It might be a unit manager, a director of nursing. So you ask the person, what was the hardest decision that you've had to make in your current job? And that person responds and says, I've been in the situation where I had to let go a long-term employee, and it was tough. So they've given you the circumstances. How do you get at the action? So here's where a relevant follow-up question, like, what alternatives did you consider? How did you go about making the decision that this person needed to leave? And how did you handle that interaction, that tough interaction? So they describe to you how they went about letting that person go and why, and how they monitored that person's performance. And perhaps they even let you know, like many of us encounter, that there was no real record stating that this person had some poor work habits. And so you had to establish a paper trail before you could have this kind of conversation. So the person tells you, after monitoring, having performance and work habit discussions with this person, they're committing to coming in on time. They're committing to be more thorough in their paperwork. They didn't. And also in the last conversation stating that if the behavior continued, you'd have no alternative but to let them go. You did, in fact, let them go. Well, that tells me a lot about this person's style. What was the end result? Was the person surprised? Was the person angry? Or did the person let you know that even though they didn't like what has happened, they did expect it because they had the forewarning? So this is the power of the CAR approach in helping us ferret out behavioral examples to get at that competency.